It's Friday. Yes, indeed. I had the opportunity to be in Brookfield Place. I see some fun type of carts over there. Pretty much the financial district is it is Lower Manhattan I speak of. The financial district is within that area. I see some guy driving some funny cart with babies down there. Well, across from the memorial, you will see, you look across, the memorial house is the color of our Constitution, red, white, and blue. And you will see a place that is called Bottega. It is a play on word. I had spent a summer there and an early winter there, and I had paid much attention. Everyone should, as far as terrorism. I have mentioned there's a graveyard there of our children's blood. Some of you are making it home today. There's nerve gases on this subway system. Pay attention. Pretty much I hope to speak about Brookfield Place because today is Friday. Now, Friday, you would wonder first, this is a sidebar, the children of the Almighty have taught me well. A sidebar means just something that would add some color, pretty much as far as undressing some of the activities that happen in Brookfield Place. Yes, so one guy would say, he said Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I never like. Pretty much I cannot much add any heartbeats to it. He says Saturday, Sunday, I never like either. It is Friday. So pretty much, I mean, the guy, have wanted to break the Constitution that defines what we labor for under the sun. Friday the 13th, pretty much, the guy is a lazy guy. And that is what the person would do. They would steal. And they have dug both of those places. A mikveh, a toilet across, and a memorial of our Constitution, breaking our laws. So today is Friday. You would hope everyone would go somewhere beautiful and enjoy, well, the work of that is pleasing under the sun. You would wonder. Yes, indeed, you should go and find something beautiful to do with your time. So a guy would make a song like that. I mean, I do not know who sings it. I said, well, pretty much that of good constitution, though, the prevalence of well, good morals and the travails of Satanism say one would like to break the movements and the tides of light. It has happened in both places. There's a toilet there called, you would think it is a play on word. It says Botega, and it is right across from the memorial. So today is Friday. So that was a sidebar. Now, Brookfield Place. I have spent some time there. Bottega is in Brookfield Place. Now, today is Friday, where by tradition everyone goes to a bar. But the criminal activities that occur there, they're getting drunk, sniffing cocaine, and they're getting high. Now, those things by tradition, the children of the Almighty would wander through their own inexperience, engage in dysfunctionality. But their activities is to numb in their brain. They have birthed that place. And the social psychopathy that occurs there is frightening. So I had mentioned little carts shuttling little babies, guys that looks like, well, pretty much like fakes. You see a guy look funny, he does not want the constitution and militancy to stand up as a man. And pretty much I do not say only have a lifestyle of, well, gay. But pretty much a toy. And these guys shuttling around those carts in that area. So I mentioned the pace as far as giving good credibility to the story. Yes, indeed, we have found that moment that is called Friday. So Friday, as far as keeping up with tradition, you do not engage in the dysfunctionality and those thinking all order, like the toilet called Bottega, mikveh, and pretty much a graveyard. And then you get drunk there because I have on the weekend, on Fridays, and lazy all week. So governance constitute militancy that you walk in the light, the banner of our Constitution. You cannot change the color of it. It embraces the heaven. So when you want a constitution of a man, according to the pages of history, you must embrace all those who have written the Constitution and embrace my father's work that structures social harmony. So our law is the law to obey upon these four coordinates. It is the movement of light, and it is the word of your alphabets of Constitution in school. Whenever you see a man speaking about the integrity of institutionalized learning, remember, It is written by the Heavenly Father, it is your alphabet and fruits of good thought. And little boys should be quiet. So, you go to party today. You want to hold into the Constitution my very words, fruitful thoughts that you know right from wrong. Be careful you do not go in those places that smell stink. Homophobia. Terrorism. You must understand what homophobia is. It does not exist. The governance of our law, whether you choose a lifestyle, is that you know what covetousness is. There's no word as homophobia. Mass murdering you, 52 of you guys. So I tell you, be careful as far as the weekend is concerned. Stay away from those places like Brooklyn places where the devil is lazy and he's raping children and raping men. You will end up dead. You will be an easy target because the guys, they come baiting with an aesthetics. I know it. So I'm providing you some governance. I have a heartbeat today. I move with that light. I embrace that moment. The future is created in the presence. You start with light, you end up with light. It is a movement of time. In that wisdom and the light of the constitution of my father's house. Now, you boys that do not honor the constitution of a man, you will end up dead. 52 guys of you guys were murdered in the same manner. I spoke to one of you guys who share the activities of playing with number 2, gay. He said it is homophobia. Now pretty much you guys walk around here with your Samsung Galaxy phone and you tickle like a little Pinocchio. Or maybe like I saw a little wrestling scene and you tickle and tickle. He said, and maybe you have little arsenals you come out with. You say, you bring a modern rocket cactus. They poop, 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 poop. You tickle. And you say, that is not working. You toy around like a little boy, Pinocchio, on your Samsung Galaxy. The application is called body sensory. Now, there's no thing as far as homophobia. All of the children of the Almighty have gone to school with the children of the Almighty. Society is structured so someone knows you. And you can ask them if they have been afraid of you and would kill you. You have made it this far. I have gone with maybe one guy out of 1,000 that was born that way. Today he have a girlfriend. Yes, indeed. So terrorism is mass murdering. It happened. I mentioned the Great Memorial. What happened in Florida, boys? You guys walk around here with the Samsung Galaxy. What happened in Florida? You think it is homophobia? I'm teaching you that you should protect yourself, but you walk out here breaking laws. Speak for yourself. I'm only recording the ground now. I'm only recorded this officer right here. That is the only person I have recorded since I got in here. Speak for yourself. Is that homophobia? What about the Columbine shooting? The Virginia Tech shooting? Some of the children of the Almighty say they would have killed all of you guys if you were their principal and teachers, because you come out here as criminals. So leave our children alone and leave I alone. I do my father's work. Let me define the devil's house for you a little now. The devil's house is called the immoral drunk in blood. Every form of covetousness. So I have mentioned institutionalized learning, making the mind a fertile ground, that you do not come out here looking like a jackass. Pretty much a jackass is a donkey that you think you can ride the father of constitution. Now, we go to school for 12 years. Where have you learned that you can follow someone in the streets and coin a word homophobia or a word anti-Semitism when you hear the Son of Light speaking and teaching you governance and coin a word homophobia? Mass murdering have never occurred in our institution of learning. And you will not junk the children of the mighty brain with technology. The Dead Sea Scroll was stolen. Thou shalt not steal. Honor your mother and your father. So the house of the devil has a birthplace. They're the moral drunk in blood, the stench from the crutches of the harlot of Satanism. It is written. I have spoken much of my father's house. You think you should jump up and holler homophobia or anti-Semitism? He said they who call themselves Jew. Yes, indeed. Knowing their cunning predatory activities and the depths of their evil, drunk in blood of constitute. Wisdom, those who have ridden heartbeats the color of the rainbow, music, our athletes, those who set an example for social and civil norms. Martin Luther King, Sir Abraham Lincoln. Elvis Presley, Nicole Simpson, Marilyn Monroe, Carl Lewis, Jackie Joyner, Bruce Lee, Paul Davis, John Denver. I can go on and on and on. For 119 years, Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, Lucky Dube, Andy Palacio, Steve Jobs, John McCain, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. Little boys, look at me.